Many individuals at some point wonder whether their current financial position would impress or concern others in their age group. While scrolling through images of peers enjoying life, perhaps on sunny patios or tropical vacations, a moment of self-doubt may arise. Is one keeping pace or falling behind? Regardless of whether someone is in their 20s, just beginning their financial journey with debt, in their 40s building their dream life, or in their 60s nearing retirement, there exists comprehensive data covering all life stages and the transitions between. By the end of this analysis, viewers will understand the average financial standing by age and how to surpass it, even when beginning below zero. Before comparing across age groups, it is essential to establish a clear definition. Net worth is calculated as everything owned minus everything owed. On the asset side are elements such as cash savings, partially paid off vehicles, the resale value of electronics, home equity, and all retirement accounts, even if they are not yet accessible. On the debt side are student loans, credit card balances, auto loans, medical bills, mortgages, and personal loans. Subtracting liabilities from assets reveals a single honest figure that reflects one's true financial position. Median net worth represents the middle person in the population, whereas average net worth is often inflated by a small number of extremely wealthy households. When reviewing data, median figures typically provide a more accurate reflection of reality. In the 20s, individuals are positioned on the first rung of the financial ladder. According to recent surveys, the median net worth for young adults is under $1,000, while the average is roughly $10,000, skewed upward by a few early success stories in industries like technology. Most people in this age group feel financially constrained due to lingering tuition costs and initial living expenses, often funded through credit. However, time is on their side. Consider the example of a 24-year-old working a service job during the day and learning skills like coding at night. With a modest $5,000 in student debt and a habit of saving $200 monthly into a low-fee index fund, this person may only have a net worth of $2,000 now, but the foundation is solid. Over 25 years, that consistent effort could grow into hundreds of thousands of dollars. The essential takeaway is to start small, automate savings before discretionary spending, and eliminate consumer debt as aggressively as possible. In the 30s, incomes often increase alongside new responsibilities. The median net worth rises above $35,000, but major expenses, such as weddings, childcare, and first home purchases, consume earnings rapidly. One example involves a 33-year-old who transitioned from retail to tech support and now earns $85,000 annually. By driving an older vehicle, renting a modest apartment, and boosting retirement contributions with each raise, this individual's net worth climbed to $180,000, significantly ahead of peers without requiring a six-figure salary. In contrast, a peer earning more but leasing luxury vehicles and financing vacations might have a net worth hovering around zero. This comparison demonstrates that discipline outweighs income in determining financial progress. Those in their 30s are advised to resist lifestyle inflation, clear debts aside from manageable mortgages, and remember that consistent investments, even as modest as $500 per month, can yield substantial retirement savings over time. The 40s place a spotlight on financial habits developed over the previous decades. Median net worth crosses into six figures, and the average climbs past $700,000, driven by select households benefiting from stock options and property gains. A couple in their early 40s, both educators, purchased a duplex a decade ago, living in one unit while renting out the other. Their stable lifestyle, modest spending, and consistent mortgage payments have elevated their family wealth to over $400,000, despite middle-class incomes. On the other hand, a 45-year-old who refinanced to fund a home remodel and purchased two vehicles on credit now owes more than before, despite earning more than the educators. This decade requires financial clarity. Outline retirement goals, secure education funds, and aim to pay off the mortgage by age 50 if possible. Investments should remain diversified, and caution should be exercised when considering leveraging home equity for non-essential upgrades. In the 50s, many workers experience peak earnings while facing a shorter horizon before retirement. Median net worth trends toward $300,000, with averages exceeding $1.3 million due to a small group of high earners. One 51-year-old sold a large home after children moved out, downsized to a condo, and used the proceeds to eliminate the remaining mortgage. With a net worth near $700,000 and reduced monthly expenses, financial freedom becomes more attainable. Another individual, age 59, owns a small plumbing business valued over $2 million. Despite this, he meticulously tracks finances to ensure his savings are resilient through market fluctuations. At this stage, financial strategy shifts from growth to stability. Maximize retirement contributions, incorporate stable income sources like bonds or rental properties, and begin rehearsing post-retirement living to ease the eventual transition. By the 60s, the emphasis turns to protecting wealth. The median net worth is approximately $440,000, and the average around $700,000. A 62-year-old retired teacher combines a reliable pension with index fund savings totaling $850,000. By withdrawing 4% annually and supplementing with Social Security, she maintains her standard of living without stress. Another example is a 68-year-old who sold a family business for nearly $3 million, now investing cautiously in government bonds and dividend-paying stocks to safeguard his capital. In this period, strategies such as maintaining cash reserves, structuring tax-efficient withdrawals, and organizing estate documents take precedence. A paid-off home and sufficient liquid savings can turn market downturns from financial crises into manageable events. Throughout every stage of life, several universal truths remain. Time amplifies consistent actions. For example, investing $200 monthly starting at age 25 can result in nearly $500,000 by retirement. Liabilities must not outweigh assets, especially with high-interest debt, which can outpace investment returns. While comparison can be discouraging, it can also serve as a source of motivation when used constructively. Benchmarks provide guidance, but the most important measure is individual progress. Even for those starting from behind, progress is possible. A 47-year-old emerging from a divorce began with a net worth of negative $8,000. By tracking every expense, eliminating unnecessary subscriptions, biking to work, and pursuing a raise, this individual increased net worth to $29,000 within a year. These were small, practical actions that created momentum. Regardless of one's starting point, the path forward begins with calculating net worth. Even if the figure is uncomfortable, write it down, circle it, and commit to improvement. Sell unused items, target small debts, increase retirement contributions, or work an extra shift to build an emergency fund. Share financial goals with a trusted friend for support and accountability. Celebrate small wins. Each upward step reinforces continued progress. Ultimately, net worth is a snapshot, not a sentence. Averages are signposts, not limitations. Each dollar should serve a purpose, whether it buys time, peace of mind, or fulfills a dream for someone important. Commit to ensuring that the next financial snapshot reflects improvement, even if the change is as small as a coin found beneath a couch cushion. With consistent action, the future financial picture will be stronger. Thanks for watching InvestingFlix, where smart money learns smarter moves. Subscribe for more insights that grow your wealth.